I'm Sammie Purcell, Associate Editor with Rough Draft Atlanta.
And I'm WABE contributor and AJC Senior Editor Mike Jordan.
And this is How Do You Atlanta.
Here's what's going on in Atlanta this week. What do you got, Sammie?
Well, coming up on June 21st, we've got Outlaw Fest at Ameris Amphitheater. So this is going to be a really cool event, especially if you're into any of these kind of older artists. So we've got Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, Robert Plant, and Alison Krauss. So this starts at 5:30. You know, you got to have enough time for those four legends. And again, I mean, these guys are kind of the OG Outlaws. I mean, Bob Dylan is 83 years old. Willie Nelson is 91. Robert Plant, who was with Led Zeppelin, is 75. And Alison Krauss is bringing up the rear to spry 52. So, you know, these guys have been around the block. They know what they're doing, and there's going to be some really, really great music on display. And Robert Plant and Alison Krauss have actually done a lot of duet stuff together. You know, I think they had maybe a couple. I know one for sure. Albums win a Grammy. So it's going to be a really, really cool show. And again, it starts at 5:30. It's on June 21st. And you can go ahead and grab your tickets in the podcast show notes. And if you've never been to Ameris before, it's a really, really cool venue. It's a little smaller than you might expect for kind of an amphitheater to be. So even if you want to go ahead and grab those tickets on the lawn, you'll be able to see and hear no problem. It's a really cool venue. So again, that's Outlaw Fest on June 21st.
Yeah, nothing like some outlaws who have survived too, like, you know, when Keith Richards, you know, and folks who, you know, have really given it a go.
Willie Nelson has made it this long. He should be celebrated.
He shook a tail feather, to say the least, in his amazing and extraordinary career. But again, and Atlanta loves an outlaw too. Like, you know, we're founded in kind of like outlawish kind of ways. Like the city and its foundations. It's like some really, you know, sketchy, you know, people who were running this town when it first became a city. So outlaws, I think, always have a place in Atlanta.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I mean, Bob Dylan's going to be there. It's just a really cool lineup. I was like surprised to know Bob Dylan is still touring. That kind of is wild to me personally. But yeah.
Dylan also always sounded like he was an older guy. He sounded youthful.
He's probably like grown into his voice.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but yeah, he's still with us and he's still rocking. So shout out to Bob Dylan and everybody. Yep.
All right, what else do you have for us this week?
All right, so I know Juneteenth technically is over, but the Juneteenth Festival is actually happening June 21st through 23rd at Piedmont Park. So this is going to be, you know, the 12th annual Juneteenth Atlanta Parade and Music Festival, which shows you, again, this has been going on before the federal holiday. And it's this high-spirited celebration of freedom, unity, and equality with 6 stages of live music, very soulful sounds, and all of this handmade merchandise sold from local and international vendors, lots of great food, really immersive cultural activities. There will be a Black History Parade on the 21st of June, so come there and look at all the captivating floats. There'll be flyover jets, dance troupes, community youth organizations, marching bands. Really good time for a parade. And then just be there the whole weekend because it's going to be a lot of celebration of the emancipation of what is called the enslaved Aboriginals of America is how they're referring to it. So everyone is welcome, but it'll be a great place for you to learn more and to celebrate as we always do about this time. That's June 21st through 23rd at Piedmont Park. You can get information at juneteenthatl.com.
You know, that's going to be so cool. 6 stages. Like, that's a lot for music. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, the Jazz Festivals used to be 2, I think. I don't know if they still do 2, but 6.
I don't know, but 6 is a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot going on at once, but I mean, like, that's life too, you know? Like, that's how we get down. There's always something on all sides. Yeah.
Life is 6 stages of music going on
all around you. Yep. But yeah, it's going to be good. The parade is always a great thing, and that's probably like, if you can't make it to anything else, definitely go to the parade. Let the kids and let your inner kid go there and see everybody have fun and celebrate.
Everyone loves a good parade.
We do. All right, what do you have next, Sammie?
So June 22nd and 23rd, we've got the Atlanta Women's Expo at Gas South Convention Center. So this is going to be an unforgettable weekend filled with wellness, fashion shows, shopping, lots of free samples, gourmet tastings, and great entertainment. So no matter what your interests are, there's going to be something there for you to enjoy. So whether that's makeovers, a haircut, craft workshops, shopping pavilions, you can enjoy some emerging designers, look at different artisans, and more. So again, there's going to be a lot to enjoy. There's also going to be a celebrity keynote speaker. And they haven't yet announced the keynote speaker, but they might have at this point, actually, as this is airing. So go ahead and check out their website to see if they have. But past keynote speakers have included the likes of Fantasia, Paula Abdul, Helen Hunt, Cheryl Lee Ralph, shout out to Abbott Elementary, and a lot of other amazing women. So you can check that out. And I mean, I'm sure that the celebrity keynote speaker this year is going to be just as great as those ladies that I just named. So again, that's the Atlanta Women's Expo, June 22nd through 23rd at Gas South Convention Center.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go get inspired, that's the place to go.
Yes.
I mean, that's it just sounds like the lineup. But again, if not to pick favorites at all, like do not come for me out there. But Cheryl Lee Ralph
I was just about
is
to say.
on a tear
She's
of like
on a tear.
Yeah,
When you said you come to get inspired, I don't remember if it was like a Golden Globes or an Emmys acceptance speech, but she gave some acceptance speech recently that like had me in tears.
Yeah.
Puddle on the floor.
And then I was at an event and she was there and she was wildly approachable.
Yeah.
She was that exact same energy. So I was just like, okay, like I like you even more now. Like, you know, some people, you know, have to put that on and other people, that's just who they are and they enjoy it.
I feel like that happens sometimes with celebrities in particular who maybe, like, obviously she's been working for a while, but like right now, like you said, she's kind of hitting like a big stride. And I feel like when that happens to people, when they're a little bit older and a little more settled, they just handle it better.
That's
you know?
true. Yeah. You know, youth is wasted on the young.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel you. I feel you. This is How Do You Atlanta. I'm Mike Jordan. We'll be right back after this break.
All right, what else do you have for us this week, Mike?
All right, up next we have UATL's Black Culture Movie Night. Now, yes, this is my side of the street at the AJC. Well, we are having a Black Culture Movie Night. We've had one already in the last quarter in spring. We're doing Love and Basketball. So if everyone has seen this or if you've not seen this, it is a timeless classic tale of romance based on the game of basketball starring Omar Epps and Sanaa Lathan. So very, very classic film. And not just are we going to screen the movie there and we're going to have a great time at Plaza Theater, but the Atlanta Dream is going to be in the house and we're going to have a discussion with them before the show starts about what the movie means to them and, you know, how right it got it about the game of basketball, which I just love because I don't know if you all have been paying attention to the Atlanta Dream this season, but they are awesome, not just because there's widespread interest in the WNBA this year, but really you should go to an Atlanta Dream game. So we're really excited to have them partner with us on this event. And this will be, again, June 25th at Plaza Theater. And tickets are actually free. So in the podcast show notes, you will see a link to sign up for our newsletter and you'll get a free ticket. And if you're an AJC subscriber, you'll get a free ticket and some benefits. I believe you get some popcorn, maybe even a drink ticket and stuff like that. So make sure you check out the podcast show notes for information on how to get in to Black Culture Movie Night from UATL on June 25th.
I literally just sent this to all my friends and was like, who's coming to this with me? I love this movie so much.
Yo, like, I mean, when we were just like, what should the movie be? And it was like, even before the dream was, I was just like, it's got to be Love and Basketball for summer.
So good.
I mean, tickets honestly are going quickly, so I'm not just saying that. And there is limited space because it is a Plaza Theater. Shout out to Chris Escobar for being our great partner on this. But come out and see us if you can still get a ticket. And like I said, look at the podcast show notes and get a free one if you can. All right, what do you have next, Sammie?
Well, we've also got another Juneteenth event, but this one's a little different. So we've got Juneteenth Vegan Fest coming up. So this is a 2-day event of vegan food, Black-owned vendors, and health tips from Queen Afua on June 22nd and 23rd, starting at 11 a.m. And it's going to be at New Black Wall Street Market in Stonecrest. So this is going to be a really, really cool event. It's going to be 2 delicious days of vegan food, empowering workshops, and supporting Black-owned businesses. And also, as I mentioned before, author and wellness guru Queen Afua will be sharing her wisdom on holistic health and wellness while local Atlanta vendors showcase their products. So kind of a merging of the national with the local there, which is really cool. It's going to be a very cool community event celebrating health, unity, and Black entrepreneurship. So again, it's a free event, I believe. I mean, you have to buy stuff there, but you know, to just walk around, you can just go and it's awesome and it's free. So again, that's Juneteenth Vegan Fest, and that's going to be on June 22nd and 23rd at New Black Wall Street Market in Stonecrest.
Yeah, I mean, I love this for a specific reason because I like to write about food a lot. And one of the things that sort of gets lost in the sauce, no pun intended, is we sometimes forget that there's a long-standing legacy and heritage of veganism and vegetarianism in the Black community. And I mean, look, we all love, many of the things that are considered soul food classics, but I love that we are incorporating plant-based diet things into the Juneteenth celebration because really that's what the ancestors were eating. So I love that very much.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. I am really trying to be better about trying more kind of vegan-based food and plant-based food. I've gotten a little bit better at it, but this is definitely, events like these are just like a great way to, find new things and find the best.
Yeah, I would tell you the trick. Try to make yourself eat a salad 5 days a week.
Oh, it's really difficult for me, Mike.
It's not. It's so easy. It's like go to one, I won't say any names, no shout outs, but go to a big box warehouse that sells large amounts of salad, get a handful of green lettuce, drop it in a plate, and you really can go from there. Yeah. And if nothing else, just put one or two other things and you have a salad. Even if it's just dressing.
I know. I look at your salads on Instagram. I know what you're about.
It's the biggest hack. It's the hack, I'm telling you. And you enjoy it because it's so colorful that you too will start an Instagram account taking pictures of your salad. So I'm just serious. It's like that's a hack for getting into vegetarian and vegan, I think. It worked
pictures.
For me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give it a shot. All right. What else do you have for us this week?
Next, we have Black Girls Rock. And so if you're familiar with Black Girls Rock, it is most known as an awards ceremony, and it really does do all the showcasing of Black women-centered content and celebrates all the cultural contributions and the innovation of Black women artists and thought leaders. But this is also a multi-day festival in Atlanta this year. So in addition to the awards, which you can buy tickets for, you can also go to this festival. Now, they actually had a film festival a few days ago, but it's part of this entire longer festival that they're doing. So you can go there and, again, not only just be around other high-achieving, highly influential Black women, some celebrities, some not, but just, again, be around these folks and be there for the award ceremony, for a lot of talks, for a lot of different workshops. It's really, really an empowering time, and it's really cool that they do this in Atlanta where, again, Black women rule the world. So this is June 27th for the actual awards, and this is at the Fox Theater, but you can get more information about the festival and everything at blackgirlsrock.com.
This is such a cool event. I love when the Fox puts on like different kind of award shows like this. And also, I don't know who's going to be there this year, but kind of looking back at their website, like you've got Regina King. This looks really cool. You've got Fantasia.
And it started by Beverly Bond, the very iconic Black fashion model. So she will certainly be there. Yeah. And she has friends of a certain level. So it's almost like if you all are there, Black women listening, you will be a celebrity in your own right. But it really is. People take a lot of photos and share them on social media. And every year it's just like, wow, you want to tell people, even if you're like myself, and I don't happen to be blessed as being a Black woman, but I'm always like, gosh, wouldn't this be cool? And I know where not to show up. I know where I'm not invited.
That's good. Glad you know.
I get the hint. I get it. That does it for this week's edition of How Do You Atlanta. For more on these and other great events around the city, go to howdoyouatlanta.com. How Do You Atlanta is a joint production of WABE and Rough Draft. This podcast is produced by Crystal Devone with editing from Scotty Crow, WABE's Vice President of Audio. You can find links to all these events in the podcast show notes.
WABE.